What's up, guys? This is John Schreiber with 850me.com. I'm standing here with the guys from Enterprise Earth who are here in Pensacola today playing Vinyl Music Hall as part of their tour with Dying Fetus and Thy Art is Murder. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic around. You guys introduce yourselves.
I'm Dan. I'm the vocalist, and
I'm Aaron, and I play drums.
My name's Gabe, and I play guitar.
Oh.
And all right, excellent. Well, guys, welcome back to Pensacola. First off, you guys are pretty seasoned touring band, I'd say. Do you? I know you're from, or the band originated from Washington. Do you guys like coming down here to the South, particularly Florida, playing shows?
I love the people here, and I like the beach, but the mugginess is a pain in my ass, and literally it makes my ass sweaty. So it's cool though. Yeah.
Yeah, everything but the humidity. And Pensacola particularly, we like coming to the beach here. Yeah. We like the white sand beaches.
Yep, I like Florida except all the muggy ass stuff too. Yeah.
So all around, we don't like the mugginess, but we like Florida as a whole. Okay.
I think this is where swamp ass originated, the term.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and claim that. We'll claim swamp ass. Absolutely. So you guys are on this tour right now with Dying Fetus, Thy Art is Murder, Rivers of Nile, and Sanction. I want to say this has been going on for a couple weeks now. Like, can you guys go on about how this tour has been going for y'all so far?
It's been great. Honestly, the turnouts are awesome. We've been winning over some Dying Fetus fans, like the old dads, which is sick too. And yeah, other than that, it's been like really fun, stress-free. Everyone's just having a good time, and all the other bands are really chill and helpful, and it's like a nice community on the road, and it's been great.
You can pass the mic.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's been really good. That turn's been great. This is one of the bigger tours we've done in a little while. Some sold-out shows on the way too. That was sick. I think so far Denver was the biggest. Yes. Close to the biggest. Yeah. Denver's always good to us. Thank you, Denver. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. You want to say more stuff?
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. You guys covered it.
So. All right. Yeah.
And back over here. Yeah. It's it's a 5-band package, but to me it kind of sort of seems like it's got like a mini like Summer Slaughter kind of feel to it. It's spring, summertime, and like every band kind of brings it's all death metal, so to speak, but every band's kind of sort of got their own take on the genre, like their own niche. Yeah. Like, do you guys feel like tours like this are more beneficial for crowds and whatnot, as opposed to just all like technical death metal or all black metal per se? Like,
yeah, because I think it brings the whole family out. The dads are coming and bringing it strong, and the kids are coming out too, and like even like the little guys are coming out too. Like, hell yeah.
So what do we now? Just moms?
So we need moms for metal. Well, I mean, I guess you guys. I mean, if you guys did a tour with Five Finger Death Punch, I think that would probably get some moms to come out. Five Finger Death Punch featuring Shinedown and Enterprise Earth.
Sign us up.
Honestly, I'd be pretty stoked for that package.
I would totally go to that show. Absolutely. So last year you guys put out a brand new record called Embodiment, and since then, have you guys noticed any kind of changes with your band as a whole? Like, I know it's your second release or full-length release on Stay Sick Records. Like, have you guys like kind of noticed larger fan bases, more people coming out to the shows, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, ever since we started, it's been like a nice slow accumulation of like new fans that we've won over on previous tours, and especially with like the new material, it's a little bit different than our old stuff, so it enabled us to like reach out again to more people in like a different fashion, and while still maintaining our old fan base as well. So yeah, it's been a nice gradual increase in support.
Very cool. And you guys have a chime in on that?
Yeah, I mean, for Embodiment particularly, I mean, that was my first record with the band, doing drums on it. So it was cool to go from, touring on Patient Zero in almost its entirety to then being able to tour on music that I helped write. So that was really cool. And yeah, I'm excited for more of that.
Very cool. Yeah, and I mean, I joined as soon as Embodiment came out pretty much, and we just released a new song a couple weeks ago. So just really excited to just continue writing, and just keep working on new stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, I was actually gonna ask you. Y'all just released a new song. I know it's on Spotify, iTunes, that whole shebang. Like, is this the lead up to a upcoming EP, a new full length, or just a single for the sake of releasing a single?
It is a standalone, but it's also a really good representation of like the direction we're going to be moving in with our next record.
Okay.
And after this tour, we'll be in the studio and writing another full length with our new direction. And also with the new single, it's a nice collaboration between Gabe, our new guitar player, and our original guitar player, BJ, because they were able to work on it together. So it's like a different combination of writing styles kind of meshed together. And the new record is going to have all of that and more. So we're really excited for that.
Okay. Um, with Embodiment and Patient Zero, and then with this new single, did you guys take any kind of different approaches with recording the album? Per se, like engineers, different studios. Did anything like that come up when you guys were making all this?
Um, well, pretty much everything that we've done and recorded in the past, it's been a different person like every time. Um, Different engineers, different studios, different producers, and so now we've always been searching for like that guy that is stoked about us and understands our style and is not just like a hot shot, but somebody that's also able to be a fan of the music as well.
Yeah.
So with our next record, we're gonna shoot for that, and yeah, it should be fun.
Is just off the top of your head, is there any producers or engineers you've had your eye on that you would like, kind of like your dream guy to work with on a record?
I don't want to say who it is yet, just because he's not confirmed. We still have to do some negotiations, but we definitely have our eye on him, and it looks like it's going to work out for the next record.
That's awesome. That's great. I hope that works out for you guys. Real quick, for anybody that's out there watching this video, anybody that's not familiar with Enterprise Earth, you guys kind of give like a rundown on sort of how the band came to be.
Yeah. Basically, almost 3 years ago, me and our guitar player BJ, he's not here with us. He's working full time, and he's kind of like sitting in the sidelines for touring right now. But me and him started the band through Facebook. We just kind of like bumped into each other, and then he was like, "You want to start a project?" And I was like, "Send me some songs." And then he did, and it just like we vibed really well. So after that, it was just we just kept at it, and then we did our EP. And then after we released our EP through We Are Triumphant, we gained enough ground to where we got a couple tour offers, and we were like, all right, well, let's build a lineup and make this real. Like, let's bring it to the road. So we've been doing it ever since.
How about like you guys, like starting with you, like how'd you get involved with playing with Enterprise Earth?
Well, I did a.
Hold it.
Okay, sure.
Not like overtly, like
No. I did a short tour end of 2015 with a band called I Declare War, and they're based out of the Northwest. And so the last date of that short tour was in Spokane, where BJ lives. So he was able to see me play, and at that point there was already a drummer for the band. And then after that, they were looking for somebody else, and at that point, that's when BJ pretty much reached out to me and jammed with me, and he liked what he saw. And so then I think, March of 2016 was my first tour with the band. That was with Carnifex, and then our next tour was with Whitechapel. So it was like, pretty much living the dream right off the bat.
Yeah, 2 big Deathcore tours.
Right there. Exactly. Yeah. So I guess it's been 2 years now that I've been with the band. It's been awesome. And then a year ago from yesterday, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and then we grabbed Gabe. You can hold the mic for that.
Yeah. So about a year ago, I joined with these guys, and I've been online friends with Dan and BJ for 3-4 years now. Dan did guest vocals on one of my other band's songs, so that's how I got to know them. Just kept in touch over the years, and they had a vacancy last year around this time, so I was fortunate enough that they offered me the position, and it's been great since.
That's awesome. Heck yeah. So that was something that I tend to ask a lot of bands nowadays. I guess Enterprise Earth could be described as a deathcore band, which I know is like sort of kind of becoming like a 4-letter word almost with death metal bands or deathcore bands or whatever. But I mean, like, would you say that kind of sums up the kind of music that you guys are playing and the direction that you maybe at least started with or whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think the last fucking decade of people talking shit and like kind of like I guess what would you call that? The feud between like death metal guys and like deathcore, call them like teeny boppers, like death metal or something like
Yeah.
that. I think that that lasted long enough and it's evolved enough to where I think that it can stand its ground and be respected as deathcore. And I don't think that any deathcore band should be ashamed to call themselves deathcore. You know.
Yeah, I've always kind of agreed, and it seems like with Summer Slaughter tours like this, and it's kind of helped bridge that gap a little bit. And I mean, I want to say George Fisher from Cannibal Corpse, he did a guest spot on a Suicide Silence record. I mean, I think that speaks kind of volumes almost of these two worlds getting along. When you guys were actually in Pensacola last, I interviewed Carnifex and asked him, Scott, the same question, and they were.
It was right before Summer Slaughter that year.
Yeah, in fact, y'all were playing that show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was our one routing date from Seattle.
Yeah, which y'all were killer at it, by the way.
Thanks.
Awesome show. And I remember I was talking to Scott about it, and he had a very similar response. He'd even said something along the lines about how he felt like during Summer Slaughter that year, it would almost be more the older bands trying to win their fans over. And I thought that was really cool that, that kind of confidence boost that some of these, newer bands are having, like going out on tour with the death metal bands or the dads,
Yeah, no, that year was definitely like a meld of that. Like After the Burial was on that, Carnifex was on it, we were on it, and then you had also bands like Suffocation and Cannibal Corpse. So yeah, it was definitely a mix that year.
Heck yeah, very, very cool. Is there any bands out there that you guys have never toured with that you would actually be very down to play with, tour with, etc.?
Besides Five Finger Death Punch and Shinedown.
Besides Five Finger Death and Punch and Shinedown, I mean,
Yeah, naturally.
that's the moneymaker right there. But
Personally, I would like to see kind of what in the fuck tour, like touring with like something like Tool or like a band that's not necessarily like
extreme.
yeah, extreme or similar to us, but something that just like if people saw us on the tour, they'd be like, "What the fuck?" And I think that'd be fun for me. That'd be a dream tour for me, just to like turn heads and like just be somewhere that I feel like out of place.
Tools had Meshuggah open up for him a couple times on tour, so I mean, it's not really the craziest idea. Like, what about you?
Yeah, I guess similar, but I think I like the more progressive stuff, kind of like I guess Genty or whatever. So like going out with a band like Animals Leaders or like Periphery or the Contortionists or something would I think equally as much be kind of a what the fuck bill,
Yeah.
but in sort of a different direction because I really like that progressive stuff.
How about you?
I guess in our genre, I'd love to tour with like Black Dahlia Murder, like some band like that. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I'm also a huge fan of prog, so it'd be really cool to tour with like bands like Periphery, like one day, and stuff like that. Just get a nice mixed bill.
You're supposed to be working on Periphery's supposed to be working on a new album right now, so who knows? And maybe y'all will be coming out shortly after. So I mean, maybe the stars will line up perfectly on that one. Well, so you were just saying after this tour, you're pretty much just gonna be buckling down, writing and recording. That's pretty much kind of on the schedule for the remainder of the year.
Yeah, and then we'll be hitting it hard in the fall, and probably do some stuff in the winter, and then next year is probably gonna be huge for us.
Okay, very cool. Well, I think that's about all I got for you guys. Before y'all take off, is there anything else you guys like to say to all the viewers out there watching?
Just for thanks for giving us the time of day and checking us out, and stay fucking metal and listen to music.
Oh yeah.
And what he said. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching. My name is John Schreiber with 850me.com, and this is Enterprise Earth. We'll see you guys next time.